I think I talked to Mark UWM, and he said he's got quite a few people. So they're planning on showing up tomorrow morning. So he said he's hoping, crossing their fingers, they sell the tables. He said they got a lot of expenses out. He's kind of giving me an idea how much they pay for that place, as well as security and all that. And they got to break even, otherwise they don't turn out any better than what I saw early part of the day, and I'd be a little nervous.
One that's got the Doppler on this truck, right? Or his SUV, right?
Yeah, I'm the Suburban with all the extra antennas, and yeah, real tall guy with a mustache. Yeah, he used to work on the assembly line, the end of the line over there at Lockheed.
Yeah. I've talked to him a few times, and he's usually hanging out with Bob when Bob's around, and the last little first Saturday there, well, we talked for quite a while, so I guess I've grown on him a little bit.
Well, somebody said that Walt wasn't around anymore. Somebody had some of his equipment. I guess some of the last of his radio equipment, and said he was gone. And said, wait a minute. And Eddie even mentioned, said, hey, so I thought Walt was still around. I said, he is, as far as I'm concerned. So we marched up front there, and Marcus talked to the power supply man, and said his eyesight's gone and everything, but he's still on this side of the fence, or on this side of the ground. And so we marched over there and asked the old boy if he knew something we didn't know. And I think we found out we knew more than he did. So he thought Walt was gone after a couple years ago, so his wife was. But one guy up front knows Walt, said he talked to him last year. So anyway, it was interesting. W5 KSX. Anyway, there's quite a few people in there. It's thinning out pretty heavy, when we got ready to leave. I guess right around 5:30, 6 o'clock. Marshall was itching to kind of, get out of there, and we're both kind of halfway hungry, and
low voltage.
We wanted to stop somewhere local there and get something to eat before we head to the house. So it was a good time. There wasn't just a handful of people when we left. W5 KSX.
Low voltage.
Steve, are you going to go in the morning also?
Yes, sir. I got a lot of baggage sitting on the tables over there. I really don't need to bring it all back home.
Yeah, I was talking to our friend from Montana, and he's going to try to show up over there about 9 o'clock in the morning. So, do you know him by sight? Might talk to him a little bit. When I talked to him on the phone a few nights ago, he was saying that he didn't meet with very pleasant people on the Dallas repeater, that kind of standoffish to him. He felt like it, and I told him, well, we Southerners, we don't look too fine on Northerners, so I don't know how he took that, but he didn't seem real pleased with the hams he met on Dallas repeater.
I don't know the old boy that well. I talked to him when he wanted to meet with me over there at the sidewalk cell to pick up that. I guess that speaker I had was kind of an oddity. He had quite a bit of Yaesu equipment that he wanted to supplement with that speaker, but being that FT-101 ZD's out there with all the different components, he might be interested in that. And the old boy's got a halfway decent price on it, so yeah. If I maybe he might look me up. I don't know. I don't know if I remember what he looks like, but maybe, of course, I'm first table by the door there. Maybe he'll remember who I am. But if not, are you going to be out there tomorrow?
I plan to be.
Well, if you see him, by all means, bring him by us, and we can reacquaint ourselves. And, I don't know if the wife's going to come. She's kind of tired out already about, going to that event. But and on the other hand, she may go anyway. That's what she said. She wasn't going to go today, but she did. But maybe we meet up with him again and compare notes. And I just hope it picks up a little bit. It's supposed to be pretty doggone cold and pretty wind gusts. They're talking about wind gusts, topping out 50 miles an hour.
I imagine I won't walk as slowly into the building tomorrow as I did today. It's going to be hard to imagine as pleasant an evening as it was today. Then in the morning it's going to be colder than all get out.
You do have a way with the words. You put it nicely. Yeah, I got better.
Steve, if you're hearing me, I have to agree with Tom. You're cutting out quite a bit there. Either your keying is intermittent or something in your radio, but you're intermittently just...
One, 4, 6, 5, 8, 0. Frequency mode. 1. Four, 6, 5, 8, 0.
frequency clear. Alright, this is Kilo Fox 5, Victor Sierra Papa. This is the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net. I will be your net control station and operator. Name is Mike. I'm in Parker County, and want to welcome everybody aboard tonight for tonight's 2-meter Simplex net. This is a directed net, so if you would please direct all traffic to net control to be recognized so that we can just keep things organized a little bit. Appreciate that. And spread the word. We've had good turnouts. We've been doing this, I guess, a little over, right at about a year and a half now. So we've had right around 120 unique check-ins in that period of time, and we usually get between 20 and I think our record was 52 check-ins with good propagation. So anyway, appreciate your participation. Tell everybody that you know. This is also simulcast on 145.310. So if you have dual receive capabilities, check that out. It's compliments of WX5ATX Tyler here in Parker County. It is coming out of Palo Pinto County up on a tower. It's a receive only during the net, so that could be fun to listen to, and some of the western counties may be able to hear better there as well. Again, this is the North Central Texas. Transmit and receive on the same frequency. We always need relay help. So if there's a station out there and you can hear them calling and it appears that I'm not recognizing them, just say relay. Please just say relay. And if you have a good enough copy on that station, I'll have you gather their check-in information. Also, the format here is pretty simple. We go county by county check-ins. Keep score as you go along, and kind of make a note as to the counties that you hear. And then after we get the first list of check-ins by county, I'll go back through that list and give everybody a little time to talk and say a few words and let us remind us where you are and who you're hearing. That's part of the format of the net. Let us know what counties you're hearing and perhaps the ones you're not as well. After that, if the propagation's good, I'll open it up and allow any stations that have checked in tonight to, I'll let you have the frequency to make a call. You can actually make a call to anybody directly to see if you can make that path. If that path is good, then you'll make a good contact. The third section will be the ham radio section. That is for any gear that you have for sale, gear that you're looking for. If you need any help with anything, you're looking to buy a piece of equipment, maybe someone's opinion might help you, anything ham radio related. And then the very last section will be for announcements only. So save that for the announcements at the very end. Also, if you want to follow along, KI5 Lima Echo Tango, top up in Wise County. He has NetLogger open. It's not intended for you to check in. It's just there to help you kind of follow along and see who's checking in. And there's a little bit of a window there that you can communicate. Perhaps maybe if you're on the fringes of net control, maybe you can tell us who you're hearing and we'll try to relay you in. But KI5LET, if you'd like to come in and give your 2 cents and help us out with NetLogger if they want to follow along.
Okay, Mike, thanks. This is KI5LET. It's pretty simple. If you would like to follow along, you need to install the app. Go to netlogger.org, download and install the app, run it, and then select the net button, and you'll pick the North Central Texas Simplex net. And then you'll be able to open an AIM window for instant messaging and a monitor window to see who else is on the net. We also have in the remarks section details that we're trying to collect on everybody's rig, so you can see what sort of radio and power and amp and antenna height that all our operators have that are checking into the net. That's about it. It's pretty simple, just a way to follow along. KI5LET, back to net control.
Okay, thank you, Top. And last but not least, before we get started with the net officially, We do have a Facebook page, Facebook group, if you're so inclined, North Central Texas Simplex Net. I repeat, North Central Texas Simplex Net is the Facebook page. If you'd like to communicate and post, it'll ask you to answer a few very simple questions, and we'll approve it, and that way you can visit with the members of the group on the net, and it's been a lot of fun. They'll exchange all kinds of information on there. We have about 343 people that are members of that group, so that's just another tool to communicate with. All right, this is KF5 Victor Sierra Papa. Mike is my name. I'm net control for tonight's North Central Texas 2-meter simplex net. I am in Parker County. I am going to start our county by county check-in. So listen for your county, please, so we can keep that straight. I always start out with new to the group. So if you're a new check-in, first time to check in, new ham operator, or an upgrade, we'd like you to come now. New to the group, first time check-ins, new hams or upgrades, please call now. Anybody on frequency that's their first time checking in with our group, or you're a newly licensed ham or an upgrade, please call now. Boy, somebody's tickling the needle. Does anybody have a copy or a relay? All right, I did hear a station. I just could not make you out. So try one more time, and maybe a relay can pick you up. Again, I can tell there's somebody there, but I can't make it out. Does anybody have a relay? All right, well, if you're copying net control, which it appears that you are, hang tight, maybe propagational shift, and we'll call for check-ins by county, and hopefully someone can pick you up and relay you in. All right, we're going to start with our county-by-county check-ins, and I'm going to start right here in Parker County because it's kind of the center, if you will, of where we're reaching. So let's call for Parker County. Parker County, please.
Whiskey 5, Bravo, November, Kilo.
Kilo, Golf 5, Sierra, Quebec, Juliet.
Okay, I got BNK, ATX, and I recognized, I got Quebec, Juliet, and I know that's Bob. Any other Parker County stations?
November 5, Tango X-Ray Lima.
K5, Delta, Charlie.
Okay, I did receive TXL, Delta Charlie, Juliet Tango. Any other Parker County for the first round? Parker County stations.
KJ5, MA.
There's Mac. I was getting ready to call you. All right, KJ5, MA, that's Mac. All right, that was Parker County first round. All right, let's go to Tarrant County, please. Tarrant County stations only.
November 5, Juliet Lima Hotel.
Whiskey 5, Lima Tango Zulu.
Echo 5, November Golf, Mike.
Kilo Alpha 5, Zulu Delta Alpha. Okay, I've got Fox Lima Echo, Lima Tango Zulu, November Golf Mike, and there was a station just there, very, very light. Did anybody copy?
Relay?
Go ahead, relay.
I heard Kilo Alpha 5, Zulu Delta Alpha, Michael, in Anderson County, I believe.
Okay, can you confirm that?
Kilo Alpha 5, Zulu Delta Alpha. Did I get your call sign right? This is KI5LET.
You did get my call sign right. I am in Tarrant County, though. Kilo Alpha 5 Zulu Delta Alpha.
Okay, Mike, that's his call sign. Kilo Alpha 5 Zulu Delta Alpha. He's in Tarrant County. Michael's his name.
Okay, thanks for the relay. And Michael, I did get a very light copy on you that time, so I appreciate it, and I'm glad that we got you in. Anybody else in Tarrant County? Tarrant County stations only.
November 5, Juliet Lima Hotel.
Oh, Euless.
Okay, I got N5JLH, that is Jake over in North Richland Hills. And let's go on to, let's go to Dallas County here. This is the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net calling for Dallas County check-ins, please.
LTZ recheck.
Go ahead, LTZ.
Hey, Mike, there was a slight double on that JLH just a minute ago. I heard someone say Euless, but I didn't get anything other than that.
Okay, is there another Tarrant County station out there that I did not record? I have FLE, LTZ, NGM, Z Delta Alpha, and JLH. Any other Tarrant County out there?
Yes, November 3 Delta Mike Echo. November 3 Delta Mike Echo in Euless.
Is there a station in Euless that was trying to check in?
Relay.
Go ahead, Matt.
Yeah, it was November 3 Delta Mike Echo in Euless.
Okay, that sounds familiar. I think he checked in last week. Could you refresh my memory? Get his name again, please.
Hey, DME, can you give us your name and are you a repeat check-in?
This is my third time to check in. I am in Euless on, I see it just popped up for a 50-watt Yaesu in my headphones. Tonight I'm using a directional Yagi, hoping I can do a little better. I am hearing Mike in Weatherford, but I'm sure he can't hear me. Back to you, N3DME.
Okay, and this is Dave, correct?
Affirmative.
Okay, Mike, that is N3DME. That's Dave in Euless, and he can hear you just fine, but apparently he's not getting through to you, so I can relay when it comes back around again. This is his third check-in.
All right, yeah, I recognize the call. I just don't have it here on my list, so thank you for the relay. I appreciate it. All right, let's see here. I was calling for Dallas County. KJ5MA, squeeze off some electrons and see if you can get anybody in Dallas County.
Well, okay. Hello, Dallas. Hello, Dallas. Anybody out in Dallas that wants to check in, come with your call.
And I'm going to need a relay in too. KB5WB on a little antenna.
Well, I'm not hearing anything from Dallas, but I heard KB5WB on the little antenna there. So that's anybody else in Dallas County, anyone in Dallas County who wants to join in the Simplex net, please come with your call. Yeah, nothing heard, Mike, except for WB there, KJ5MA.
Well, that's no, you know, at least you set the hook on one of them. Thanks for the call there, Mac. And I'll break with KJ5MA, and I do recognize KB5WB. So let's continue on here, and I'm going to move him up to the Tarrant County group. Let's go down to, let's go out to the east. We're going to go back out to the west of Parker here and call on Palo Pinto stations. Palo Pinto County, please. All right, I got KA5AMU. Robert, good evening, sir. Really strong tonight. Anybody else out in Palo Pinto County that would like to check in? That station, try that one more time. There's a little QSB. I heard you a little better. Try it again. Can I get a relay? He's moving the needle. I just can't hear him. All right, well, hang in there. We'll pick you up here. Somebody will hear you, or propagation will get better, or both. So I got KA5AMU in Palo Pinto County. Appreciate it, Robert, very much. And let's go back down to the southwest of there, and let's call on Eastland County. Anybody in Eastland County? Okay, Cam, very good. How are you here in net control tonight? All right, well, we're rooting for propagation, brother, but you're in the log. Hang tight. Maybe it'll switch around. But we have Alpha India 5, Bravo uniform. He's in downtown Eastland, Texas, and that is Cam, Charlie Alpha Mike. Anybody else out in Eastland County? All right, how about anybody in Comanche County? Anybody in Comanche County? If you're in Comanche County and can hear net control, please call. Anybody in Comanche County or Brown County? Comanche or Brown counties, if you're on frequency, give us a call. All right, I'll work my way around a little bit here. Let's go down to Hamilton County. Hamilton County. Anybody in Hamilton County? Anybody in Mills County? Mills County. This is the North Central Texas Simplex net calling. All right, how about Bosque County? Bosque County. There's Whiskey Charlie 5, Whiskey Charlie, Wiley. Anybody else down in Bosque? All right, how about Hill County? Anybody in Hill County on frequency that would like to check in? All right, how about Ellis County? Ellis County check-ins.
Kilo 5, Whiskey X-Ray Yankee, K5WXY, Waxahachie.
Okay, I've got K5WXY, light copy. K5WXY in Waxahachie, I have Gary. Anybody else in Ellis County? All right, how about Johnson County? Johnson County stations.
Kilo India 5, Hotel Golf Tango, in and out.
Okay, I got KI5HGT. Good to hear you again. He is in and out. Good signal here in Parker County. Any other Johnson County stations? Okay, how about Somerville County? This is the North Central Texas Simplex net calling for Somerville County.
With 5 Mike and myself.
All right, we've got the full representation. W5MLD Mike and Whiskey 5 Kilo Bravo Tango Kelly in Somerville County. Anybody else in Somerville County that we haven't talked to before? If you're there, come on in. All right, how about Erath County? Erath County. KF5 Hotel, Tango Hotel, Phil. Appreciate you stopping by. I know it's Friday night. We're glad you popped in. Great signal, and represent Vhf County, and he's reminding us, and he's right, very dry and going to be windy, so be careful. Anybody else in Vhf County that would like to stop by and check in? All right, how about Hood County? Hood County, we are calling for Hood County check-ins.
Kilo 5, Lima, Quebec. Kilo 5, Whiskey, Sierra, November in the morning.
I got Lima, Quebec, WSN, any other Hood County stations that would like to check in? All right, let's go all the way out to Young County, way up in the northwest section of the radio area here. Young County, are you there? All right, I got KF5 Victor Bravo Lima, Jerry up in Graham, Texas in Young County. I thought I heard somebody else. Could I get a relay? All right, anybody else in Young County? Any stations that are in Young County that have not checked in tonight, please come now. All right, we'll call on Jack County. Anybody in Jack County tonight? Any stations in Jack County that would like to check in? Man, I haven't heard Isaac or RC or Steve in a long time. There's the three stations up there. So anybody in Jack County, last call for Jack County check-ins. All right, how about Wise County? We're calling for Wise County.
KI5 LET.
Any other Wise County check-ins? Figured Sean might be around tonight, but I don't hear him. All right, top KI5 LET, please make a general call for the net, sir.
This is KI5 LET assisting the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net. Any stations to the north or east or west that can hear this this station, come with your call now. Denton County, Montague County, Cook County, any stations, Grayson County, any stations to the north would like to check into the net, come with your call now.
Mike, David down on the Cook County remote base.
Okay, I got Whiskey Delta 5 Mike, David at Cook County remote base, and Kilo Echo 5 Uniform Tango, Stewart in Denton County, Salina. Any other stations would like to check into the net?
Kilo India 5, Mike Delta India.
Whiskey 7, Kilo Yankee Golf.
Okay, I picked up 2 Tarrant County stations there, Mike. Kilo India 5, Mike Delta India, Jurgen in Tarrant County, and Whiskey 7, Kilo Yankee Golf, Calvin in Tarrant County. Did you get those stations?
I could hear them, but I couldn't make them out. So let me make sure. I got WD5M David, Kilo Echo 5 Uniform Tango Stewart. Glad he's checking back in. Kilo India 5 Mike Delta India, that's Jurgen. And Whiskey 7 Kilo Yankee Golf, is that correct?
That's correct. It's showing as Calvin in Arlington.
Oh, very good. Very good. Okay. All right. Thank you very much for picking them up. I knew there was some folks out there, and you proved me right. So Let me clear with Kilo India 5 Lima Echo Tango. And this is the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net. My call is Kilo Fox 5 Victor Sierra Papa. And I'm in Parker County. And I'll make a general call for any county, any station, anywhere that would like to check in. Please call now.
Kilo India 5, Hotel X-Ray Kilo.
Let's see, Hotel X-Ray Kilo, Keith. Who was the Vhf County station again? Well, no, and I do it all the time. But give me your name, sir. Okay, if my memory serves, are you in the Bluffdale area? Okay, I thought I recognized all of that. Byron, thanks for checking in, man. Don't be a stranger. We miss having you representing that area there. So 7-3, have a good evening. That was Whiskey Alpha 5 Echo Delta X-Ray Byron in southern Vhf County in Bluffdale, Texas. And I got you, Keith. Was that HXK?
Correct. KI5HXK.
Keith, did I miss you on the Tarrant County the first time?
No, you're innocent. I got distracted with some FT8 and looked up and realized, oh my goodness gracious, I'm missing the net. KI5HXK.
Well, as long as it was for ham radio purposes, you're excused. You do not need a note from home, okay? You are absolved. All right. Let's see here. All right, that was a general call. We'll come back to and make a general call a little bit later, but let's run the first list here. I think around 32 check-ins there. Let's go, we're going back to Parker County, and we're going to call on Whiskey 5 Bravo November Kilo, Walt. Usually he's in and out, but he's going to stay around. Hello, Walt.
Hey, good afternoon, Mike. Good afternoon to the net, or good evening. I'm still operating on my old standby Yaesu 3200DR on my Tram 1481, about 50 foot in the air, hoping I'm making it over the anthill. Just sitting here waiting on the cold front to get here. Everybody have a good one. Back to net control, W5BNK.
Yeah, if you would, Walt, try to lock the gate up there and hold it off as long as you can. Are you hearing a few folks tonight, or is it a little rough copy up there?
I'm able to hear everybody up north that Top was talking to, having trouble to the south.
Okay, yeah, propagation's trying to get better. Thank you, Walt. Good to hear you. That's Whiskey 5 Boy November Kilo. Next is WX5ATX. That would be Tyler. He's in Weatherford, I think. Tyler, go ahead. Okay, very good. And also a reminder, 145-310 if you want to listen to the simulcast of this net off of a tower out in Palo Pinto County. Next is KG5SQJ. Bob, he is in eastern Parker County. Go ahead, Bob.
Roger, Mike. This is KG5SQJ. First of all, thanks for doing net control again tonight. Doing a fabulous job at that. And Top is doing an awesome job, buddy. I mean an awesome job doing net logger tonight. He's getting to be a pro. I'm still running my TS2000 at 100 watts, excuse me, on a Diamond X700 antenna, 15 feet off the ground. I'm hearing the folks in Parker and Wise, and most of the folks in Tarrant County. Did not hear David in Euless. I was hoping I could hear him because I've got a friend who lives in Euless as well. He still doesn't have his tri-band antenna up, but hopefully once he does, I'll be able to hear him. We'll see. At any rate, I'm also running the Palo Pinto repeater on my second VFO. So for most of the stations, not all, but 90+% of the stations that I cannot hear at distance, I can turn the Simplex VFO down, turn the repeater up, and I can hear them on that repeater. So I think that's Tyler that takes care of that. And so, Tyler, thank you for running that thing so it makes the net a whole lot more interesting when I can hear everybody. Anyway, KG5SQJ back to net.
Okay, Bob. Yeah, very good. I'm glad you gave us a report on that. I was joking with Tyler earlier that usually things are running smoothly, and when they're not, that's when we hear. So thanks for giving us some feedback on that, and hope everybody enjoys that. All right, clear with SQJ, N5TXL. Hello, Jason.
Hey, everybody. N5TXL here. Jason from Annetta South. Not a whole bunch happening around here. Let's see, in the next couple of weeks, I'm hoping to sneak out to Lowe's when wife isn't looking and get me a 10-foot chain link top rail to maybe get the GP3 about 10 more feet up in the air. And, DMR. I resurged back into DMR and got a brand new friend over in Maryland set up on his GD77 and sent him a code plug, got him started. He's loving it too. As far as signals, I'm hearing a lot of people that I'm usually not really hearing, but just about everybody except the usual suspects have a lot of noise on them. Mac and Mike and people around here don't have very much sizzle, but just about everybody else seems like there's a bunch of static on them. But that's all from me. Thank you very much for handing me the mic, and I'll give it back, N5TXL.
All right, Jason. Good work over there, and reach out to me sometime and kind of let me know what you're trying to do and what you're working with over there, and I'll check my boneyard, and I may have some masked material for you. All right, we'll clear with TXL. And we're going to Springtown, Texas, North Parker County, K5 Delta Charlie. That's Dwayne. Tell us the story, Dwayne.
Well, good evening, Mike, and everyone on the net. Well, I could just about duplicate the comments of my friend Walt from a few minutes ago, my friend down the highway, except for the model of the radio. I'm using the 2980 Yaesu, and also waiting for the cold front. I did get a wind shift here about 8 o'clock, so it's not too far away. And I'm not hearing, well, I'm hearing the usual ones to my east and the Wise County folks, but not hearing much to the south or west. Back to net. This is K5DEC.
All right, Dwayne. Well, it is radio, and we'll keep on trudging. You and Walt both are strong down the hill here. And have a good evening, sir. We're going to Weatherford, Texas, Whiskey 7 Juliet Tango, and that's Mr. Jerry. Good evening, Jerry. All right, well, one of these days we'll get you up in the air. But I appreciate you checking in, and hope you enjoy the net. That is Whiskey 7 Juliet Tango, Jerry here in Weatherford, Texas. Next on the list is KJ5 Mike Alpha. That's Mac. Like Mac Trucks, he's in eastern Parker County in the Aledo, Annetta area. Hello, Mac.
Yeah, good evening, Mike, and everyone on the net. Well, I'm still running the Icon 705, driving the RM Italy amp at about 90 watts to the Diamond X700, up about 20 feet, so no changes there. N3DME was weak. A5AMU I couldn't copy. AI5BU was no copy. MLD and KBT were both weak, which is normal. So I don't think we've got anything different than normal conditions here. I was not able to hear Jerry KF5 YBL. I think that's Jerry's call anyway. And I was not able to copy EDX and ATX was weak. So other than that, I'm hearing everybody else, Mike. So anyway, thanks for running the net. Back to you, KJ5MA.
Okay, Mac. Zooming in. Let's see, that was last on the list for Parker. Let's go to Tarrant County. First that I heard was Kilo India 5, Fox Lima Echo, and that is Brian. Brian, if you're still there, come on in.
Good evening, Mike and everyone else. I'm on my ICOM 5100A tonight with the Tram 1480 antenna. I'm picking up the counties around me, Parker, Wise, of course, Tarrant, but I am noticing that there's a lot of people I'm not hearing tonight that I normally do hear also. In fact, the first go-around on the check-ins, Mac, I hardly heard him. I heard him very clear this second time, when he just came on. And even you, Mike, you're about 2 to 3 bars lower than normal. You usually peg out my meter, and it's kind of down a little bit tonight. It's clear, but just the signal isn't quite there. But other than that, the only thing I have to say, I finally got me a power supply today to hook up to the amp I'm going to be using here hopefully this next week, so kind of excited about that. And I don't think there's anything else to report, so I'll go ahead and turn it back over to you, Mike, KI5FLE.
Okay, Brian, good news. Yeah, very good. Yeah, hope you get that amp, but can't wait to hear that. I know you had other planes too with towers and all kinds of good stuff. So that's Kilo India 5 Fox Lima Echo. That's Brian there in Tarrant County. Next on the list is Matt, Whiskey 5 Lima Tango Zulu.
Hey, good evening, Mike, and everyone on the net. Matt, W5LTZ over in Crowley. I've been missing my net. It's been at least 3 weeks. It seems like I've had stuff going on every Friday night. So, awesome job with the logging tonight. Thank you. I'll help you out here again soon. I promise. As far as hearing stations, all the usual suspects are coming in great. The signals are loud and clear tonight. The ones that I'm not picking up are like ATX, Tyler, Jerry and Weatherford, and then Bluffdale, Eastland, Morgan Mill, Santo, Graham, Waxahachie. Actually, Waxahachie, Gary, I can pick up, just very weak. But the other stations I've got no copy on. So again, just normal, I think, for where I am here in Tarrant County. And Mike, just for your benefit, I noticed KI5MDI just put in the net log that he's unable to hear net control. So he says thanks for everything, and he'll try it again later, but he won't be responding back. That's MDI. That's further down the list. So we'll send it back to you, Mike. W5LTZ.
Okay, Matt. Yeah, your signal strength is S6 plus at times, but there's a little pop and crackle. So I'm assuming that's some atmospheric gyrations, but loud and clear. Let's see. Still in Tarrant County, Trey is next. Kilo Echo 5, November Golf Mike. Hey, Trey.
Hi, Mike and everyone on the net this evening. Thank you, Mike, for running the net, and Top as well for net logger. That does help out, and it's interesting to read the chat there. I am on the Yaesu FT-991A into the old Mirage 3016, and we are putting out about a little over 160 watts into the Diamond X700, which is now at about 30 feet above the ground. So I got my pole and my guy wires out, hearing a little bit more than normal. I usually can't hear Hood County at all, so it did improve things there, and I was able to hear one of the ERAF stations. Waxahachie station's actually coming in a little over S9, so that's good. I've got a great path to the east, but nobody distant out to the west. No Jerry or anything like that, so kind of a disappointment. And then also some QSB with the new antenna that I didn't get with the old one, but I guess if you get more signal, you're going to get more static and interference. Other than that, that's about it. Oh, one last thing I did have on the YouTube stream, W5BSD in Denton. He's trying to check in, and I told him later on in the net maybe that if he could hear me or somebody top, that we might try it again at the end of it. That's it for me, KE5NGM. Back to net control.
Okay, appreciate that. And I can tell you for a fact, you're S9, and I've never had you at S9, and I would say conditions are probably average tonight. So just with a little enhancement, I think the world opens up. So at least on my end, it was a significant improvement. So that's KE5NGM in Tarrant County. We're going to kind of go in out of order, but we're staying in Tarrant County, and we're going to talk to Keith, HXK. Go ahead, Keith.
Oh, you threw me a curveball. This is KI5HXK. My name is Keith. I'm still running the 9700 with a GP9 antenna, about 26 feet at the base. I got my computer to start talking to the radios the other day, and so I've been tinkering with PKS31, Whisper, and FT8, spending most of my time on the FT8. So far, Trey and Matt were the highest signals. I'm hearing everybody loud and clear. Trey was pegging out my meter, and Matt was coming in at about a plus 50. Nothing else really to report. KI5HXK, back to net control.
Okay, well, glad you're having fun on FT8. I have yet to do that. I'm too busy wanting to, make new antennas. But one of these days I'm going to do that. I know KJ5MA is laughing, but I really am going to try to do that one day. All right, this is KF5 Victor Sierra Papa net control for North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net. Going down the list here. The next on the list was Kilo Alpha 5 Zulu Delta Alpha, and that is Michael. Michael, if you're hearing net control, please come in and tell everybody where you're located and what your station is currently.
All right, this is KA5ZDA, Mike in southwest Fort Worth, and station is still the ICOM 2730, pushing 50 watts through an Edfong antenna at about 20 feet, and I'm hearing everybody in Parker County except for Jerry in Weatherford, and everybody in Parker is got quite a bit of noise on them except for Mac, KJ5MA. Mac is clear as a bell, and I'm hearing all of Tarrant County except for Dave and Euless, DME. I don't hear him at all, but I'm hearing Wise and Johnson County pretty clear. I think conditions seem to be about like they were last week, at least for me. Thank you, Mike, for running the net, and thanks, Top, for running the net logger. It's been a lot of fun to follow along. This is KA5ZDA, back to net control.
Okay, Michael, thanks for checking in. I got most of that, a lot of QSB, but I heard most of that, and I appreciate you checking in. I really do. Spread the word and come back when you can. That was KA5Z Delta Alpha. Next is Jake, and that is November 5 Juliet Lima Hotel. Jake, you still there? Probably got his beams turned some other way. N5JLH, if you're copying net control, come on in. All right, we'll catch Jake a little later. LTZ, would you bring in November 3 Delta Mike Echo Dave and get his particulars again?
Kilo F5 VSP, this is N3DME. Mike, I know you can't hear me, but I'm hearing you fairly well. Picking up almost everybody in
Dave's in
Crowley, and the folks that say they can't hear me, I'm hearing them real well. So I'm going to play a little bit more with my Yagi antenna or my directional headphone, try to figure out how to get more channels in here when I tune in. So good to hear everybody, and thanks for picking me up. This is November 3. Delta Mike Echo, Dave and Eunice, standing by.
All right, thanks, Dave. This is Matt, W5LTZ. I'm assuming Mike still didn't catch that, so I'll relay it through. But in general, Mike, Dave is able to hear just about everyone, so the system is receiving well. I guess he's just not making it through to you. So, but everything else is working great. W5LTZ.
All right, thank you, and thanks for the whisper there, Mac. So I appreciate all the relay help, ladies and gentlemen, I certainly do. So if there's a station out there that appears I cannot hear, just say relay, and that's how it works. All right, KB5 Whiskey Baker, KB5WB, Dave, I know you're not feeling too well. If you can copy net control, come on in and say hello.
KB5WB. Yeah, I got you pretty good. I don't know if you can hear me, but I got you pretty good. Everything's going okay over here. Yeah, I need some sleep. So after the net, I'm going to go get some sleep. I'm on the ID 5100 and the tram antenna. It's only 10 feet up off the ground. But everything's okay. No real big troubles over here. I know everybody's got a lot of excitement about the Vhf Contest this weekend. I'm sure it'll be a hoot. There'll be a lot of people on Simplex and sideband and such as that trying to make some contacts this weekend. I hope you get in on a little of that. KB5 WB, back to net control.
5 AMU, Robert, are you copying net control?
Tell him I'm done, Mac.
Tell me who you're hearing out there tonight.
I'm done. Go ahead. Somebody relay for him. Tell him I'm done.
Yeah, he's moved on, David.
Okay, that's interesting. I know there's a lot of topography out where you are, so appreciate you being there, man, and hope you're feeling all right and everything's going good. That is KA5AMU. That's Robert out in Palo Pinto County. Let's go out to Eastland, Texas, AI5 Bravo uniform. Cam, are you still copying net control? Okay. All right, Cam. Yeah, that's why they call it a dummy load. I can relate to that. Appreciate you always being there. We're gonna have one of those magic nights. But thanks for the weather report, and glad for your check-in there in Eastland, Texas. He's about 65 miles to my west-southwest. So AI5 Bravo uniform. That was Cam in downtown Eastland. Going to Bosque County now. WC5 WC. Okay, Wiley. Boy, I tell you what, your signal's as low as I've ever heard it. So I know things are not right in the universe. But I did copy all that. You're just way, way low on signal. That's Whiskey Charlie 5, Whiskey Charlie. That's Wiley down in Boston County, way down in Boston County. This is KF5 Victor Sierra Papa net control for tonight's North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net. We're going through the first list of county-by-county check-ins. We're going to go all the way out to Ellis County now and call on Waxahachie, and that's Gary, K5WXY. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Gary, Kilo 5, Whiskey X-Ray Yankee in Waxahachie. Not copying very many people tonight. I usually hear well out to the west and the north, but not tonight. Band conditions are not very good on my end. K5WXY, Waxahachie.
Hey, Gary, I didn't get all that. I got most of it. Tell me who you're hearing. Are you getting a pretty light copy on everybody, or who you hearing?
I'm not hearing the people I usually hear out to the west and the north.
All right, well, I appreciate you checking in. I know you can hear me a lot of times. There's just a big hill between you and me, but I got most of that, but I know a lot of other stations hear you a whole lot better. But that's Gary in Waxahachie, K5WXY. Thank you for your check-in, as always. Next on the list was Johnson County, KI5HGT. That station was in and out. Somerville County's next on the list. First was W5MLD. That's Mike.
Hello, Mike, and the rest of the net. Yeah, conditions are terrible. Running the FT-991 Alpha with the top set amp, about 200 watts, X510, 42 feet speed point. Here in 6 stations tonight, so pretty poor performance. Got you with an X5, MGM with an F4. I had Wiley was working full scale, KK5LQ, I had him an F4, HG8 with an F7, and of course Kelly's full scale also, but pretty poor conditions. But with that, we'll run it back to net control with 5 Mike in the Delta.
Roger, Roger. Yep, thanks, Mike. Yeah, it's just a rough copy, but glad everybody's here, and we're hoping for better days. Kelly, right in the same neighborhood down there in the Glen Rose area, Somerville County, W5KBT. Go ahead, sir. Yeah, you and Mike both have good signals up the hill, as I call it, from Glen Rose up to the hill here in Weatherford. But I know that's a tough spot down there. You probably would hear things. Sometimes y'all hear things I can't hear at all. So anyway, 7-3 to both of y'all. Let's see. Next was Phil in ERAF, KG5 Hotel Tango Hotel. He is in and out. Good signal there. Going to Hood County. Kelton is next, KK5 Lima, Quebec. Are you there, Kelton?
I'm still here, Mike. I'm not hearing a whole lot, but I'm still here. There's very few markers. Right now, I can get about a F7 on Wiley.
Okay, Kelton, thanks for checking in. And again, you know, when I look at the map here and I know that the different topography down in Somerville County and Glen Rose versus Granbury and Weatherford, Stephenville and Fort Worth, it's a challenge, but it does work, and we're glad you're checking in every week. Next Hood County station would be Bill, K5 Whiskey Sierra November. He is mobile somewhere. Where are you, Bill?
Good evening, Mike. This is K5WSN in Mobile, parked up here on the northwest side of Nancy Peak. Elevation 1,090 feet. And it seems to make quite a difference in elevation. I'm hearing all sorts of stations do our full scale. I'm hearing top at NS5, all the Parker County stations, most of the Tarrant County stations. I'm hearing Palo Pinto, and Slim a little bit, just breaking the squelch. And WC5WC making it through fine, and both of the Somerville County stations. Let's see, what else can I find here? Guess that's about it on my notes, so I'll turn it back to you. Thanks for the running the net bike. By the way, I'm running the ICOM IC2200H using 25 watts into the drag mount on top of my vehicle here. This is K5WSN, back to you.
Okay, 25 watts. Wow, great signal. Well, yeah, you're slapping the needle all the way to the right here on the analog. So you've got a great perch. So that was K5WSN Bill mobile. He's usually at a different location. He's Comanche Peak. So I would imagine a lot of y'all heard Bill there. So appreciate it, Bill. Hope you're having fun. As much fun with the reports as I am when I get them from you. All right, this is KF5 Victor Sierra Papa net control for the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net. Going down the first list, going out to Young County. Jerry is the handle, the call, KF5 Victor Bravo Lima. Hello, Jerry. What's your temperature up there right now? Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Jerry. That's KF5 Victor Bravo Lima. Says he's got 49 degrees there in Young County, and it's dropping fast up that way. And by the way, WSN, if you did not copy, KF5 Victor Bravo Lima has you about an S1 or so, but he can hear. You're copyable up there. So there you have it. Thanks, Jerry. Appreciate it. Next is Wise County, KI5LET. Go ahead.
Good evening, Mike, and everyone on the net. We're in central Wise County, 7 miles south of Decatur. The station here is an ICOM 9700 at 100 watts and a Comet GP9 up about 45 feet. Hearing all the Parker County stations and Tarrant County stations pretty well. Let's see, I did get Robert just barely out in Palo Pinto. Couldn't get the Anderson County or Bosque County. Couldn't get Wiley tonight. It's a little tough there. WXY Gary had a good strong signal on Gary and Waxahachie. I want to say Trey. Yeah, Trey is a 5.9. That's the strongest I've ever heard Trey. He's got a new antenna up. That was back in Tarrant County. Let's see. HGT had a good strong signal on Jeff and Crowley. And Bill on Comanche Peak, 5.3, S3, good strong signal, clean signal there, was working really well. And I'll have reports on the rest of the stations when I file this on the Facebook page later tonight. So conditions are a little bit tough, but clean and pretty doable. We had about 16 people on NetLogger. KI5LET, back to net control.
Okay, Top, very good. And yeah, your signal has gone up to 5/9 since the start of the net, which you were about an S7. So anyway, she's working in our favor. Appreciate the rundown and all the relay help. Next, we're going to go to Cook County. Whiskey Delta 5 Mike, that would be David. Go ahead, David. Whiskey Delta 5 Mike up in Cook County on the remote base. Do you copy net control? Well, he may come back in. He may have had some technical difficulties. Let me see if I can get Stewart in Denton County. You might want to listen in and help me there, LET. Kilo Echo 5 Uniform Tango, KE5UT. That would be Stewart in Denton County. If you're copying net control, please come in.
I didn't hear anything, Mike. You want me to try them?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Okay, Kilo Echo 5, Uniform Tango, Stewart. This is KI5LET. Can you hear this station, or are you still on the net? Nothing heard. He may have checked out. I had a good signal on him when he checked in, though, probably about an S2.
Okay, very good. Well, we appreciate your help, and we appreciate him checking in every weekend. KI5 Mike Delta India was in and out. That was Jurgen. The next station I did not have a copy on, but we'll try it. Whiskey 7 Kilo Yankee Golf. That was, I believe, Calvin. Are you copying net control? W7KYG. Top, go ahead and reach out to that station.
Whiskey 7, Kilo Yankee Golf. This is KI5LET. Are you still reading this radio tonight? Are you still on the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net?
KI5LET, Whiskey 7, Kilo Yankee Golf. I can't hear net control, so I'm just kind of listening to those that I can. Not logging along really carefully, but I'm on a about 50 watts on a CX333 at about 50 feet in the air. Hearing about half the stations. W7KYG, back to you.
Okay, Mike, I had a good signal on him there, about a 5.3. He's running about 50 watts on a CX333 at about 50 feet, and he's hearing about half the stations tonight.
Very good. That's what I was going to say. I'm glad he's hearing a few stations. So, is he hearing net control or just you?
He could not hear net control.
Okay, very good. All right, appreciate it very much, Top. And that was W7KYG relayed in by KI5LET. So good work there. All right, we've gone through the list here. This is KF5 Victor Sierra Papa. I'm net control for tonight's North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net. Since propagation is average or below, I will skip the section for where we make a call to one another. And let's go to the ham radio section. That is anything's fair game as long as it's ham radio related, including stuff for sale or that you're looking for, or even more if you have a piece of equipment you're thinking about buying, put it out to the group, or if you're having a problem with equipment, you get the drift. Anybody for the ham radio section? Anybody have any gear that they have for sale or looking for, or have a question about any equipment they're thinking about buying, etc.?
KI5FLE.
KI5FLE, that's Brian. Go ahead. What do you have?
Well, sorry, I was trying to key up a minute ago and I was on the wrong VFO for a second. I'm just wondering if anybody has a recommendation for a 220 antenna. I'm not looking for anything expensive, but I do want to get something omnidirectional, and I understand Tram may make one. You know, I'm kind of looking for more or less a budget one to start out with, and I just wondered if anybody had a recommendation for an omnidirectional 220 megahertz antenna.
KI5HXK.
HXK, go ahead.
I picked up a 220 handheld recently, and could not hit any of the local repeaters. So I took an old 2-meter quarter wave ground plane, trimmed it down for the 220 megahertz, and I can hit like 5 or 6 of the local repeaters with that. If you have one laying around, or if you don't mind, looking up the numbers, they're not hard to make.
Okay, roger that. Yeah, I had a friend tell me about that. I got vision problems, and I kind of hate to mess up a good antenna, but that is something I have been considering trying to do that, so it may wind up being what I do. I sure appreciate the feedback.
LTZ.
All right, LTZ, go ahead.
Yeah, another option might be the Ed Fong does make a 220 antenna. He's got a roll-up and a little portable kit, but he's also got a base station antenna. I'm looking on his website right now. It's the DBJ220 base station antenna. Handles up to 75 watts, and it's $35, so that might be worth checking out as well.
Okay, roger that. DBJ220. Thank you for that info. I got that written down.
All right, thanks, Brian. Thanks, Matt. Thanks, Keith, for the information there to FLE on the 220 starter kit. Just kidding. Yep, that's good information right there. All right, this is KF5 VSP, ham radio section. Anybody have anything for the... I'm sorry, I doubled with somebody. Anybody have anything for the ham radio section? Yeah, Victor Bravo Lima. Go ahead, Jerry. All right, Jerry. Very good. Excuse me. A little tickle in my throat. All right, that's KF5 BBL. Reminding everybody that there's the Ham Fest tomorrow there, and be safe. Let's see. Let's open it up for announcements. The obvious one is there is a Ham Fest over in Fort Worth. The Cowtown Ham Fest. You can go to their website. I believe they start at 7 a.m. tomorrow, and they close at 3 p.m. tomorrow. So I know there's several guys that have let me know they're going to be there. I have probably the first time I've missed it in years. I'm going to be doing something else, but be aware there is the Cowtown Ham Fest. So anybody else have anything for the for announcements?
K5 Delta Charlie.
K5 Delta Charlie. Hey, Dwayne, go ahead.
Well, all right, I'm not sure how many folks would be interested, but this weekend, starting tomorrow afternoon at about 1 o'clock local, is the January Vhf Contest by the ARRL. Be some fun if folks would like to. It's open to everybody. It's 50 megahertz and up. You can operate any mode, including FM. So even if you're not a serious contester, you might listen around and give a point to some of the folks that are in there. I know a couple of guys here locally that are going to be in there working diligently, so if you hear them, we'll just give them a call, and the only thing they need to know is your grid square, and that's pretty easy to find. Just if you feel like doing it. K5DC.
Okay, Dwayne, good info. Dwayne, if you didn't hear him, tomorrow's the ARRL January VHF Contest. And you can go to ARRL and look at the contest rules there. 50 megs and up, including FM. So it's going to be a little chilly tomorrow, so if you're hanging around the house, that may be a good thing to do. Appreciate that. Clear with Delta Charlie. Last call for announcements.
Whiskey Delta 5, Mike.
WD5M, go ahead.
Yep, sorry I missed you earlier. I just wanted to mention that Weather Service is doing Skywarn classes again this month and through March, I think. And they're available online as well as some in person. You can get the schedule off of weather.gov/Fort Worth. They should have a link there on their homepage there, and just thought I'd mention that. Get a few more folks trained for Skywarn spotters. WD5M, back to the net.
Dave, he's still in there, but he was talking about Skywarn classes, and Dave, if you copy, put that on the Facebook page as well, if you can think about it. All right, guys, I got to cut it short here at the end. I've got a phone call I got to take care of, but I'll check the check-ins, but I think we're around 33, 34. Appreciate everybody's help. Stay warm. It's going to be a little chilly tomorrow. Hamfest at Fort Worth and the ARRL Vhf Contest. Check it out. 7-3 to all. Appreciate your support and check-ins, and have a great weekend. We'll see you next week. KF5, Victor Sugar Papa, clear.